Last week, we skipped over our Mesopotamia hive, our feral hive from last summer, see episode 24. But there was a lot of work that needed to be done, so it was time to start doing it. Bees have a habit during the winter, when they're wintered in double deeps like this hive is, of moving up from the bottom to the top and all but abandon the bottom brood box. It's funny because you can actually have bees starve out even though there's honey in the bottom of the hive. They literally move above the honey and don't go down to get it. So I wanted to pull this bottom brood box and then reconfigure this hive so it was a deep and a medium super like the other hives were. I also wanted to move the hive itself over a little bit. We have 2 packages of bees coming in a few weeks, and we need to reconfigure the layout so that the hives are spaced equally. And of course, I also wanted to go in and see if we had brood in here and how the colony itself was doing. So there were a number of projects, and we're going to start with basically making that bottom brood box accessible so that I could go in and inspect it and make sure there wasn't any brood in there or anything else, that they had indeed moved up and abandoned it. Pulling the deep super, if it indeed had been abandoned, would also give us a source of drawn comb. When you get in packaged bees, you want to put them in a hive that has some drawn comb so that the queen can go right about her job of laying. If there's no drawn comb in there, then they have to go through the process of drawing comb before the queen can start laying. So what I was finding in this super was exactly what I was expecting to find, which was there was some honey and there was some pollen, but a lot of abandoned comb. They had indeed moved up and away from the bottom super, and a lot of drawn comb that didn't have anything in it. So this would be perfect when we got our new packages in for them to start to work on. I did not find any brood in this box, and that was important because if there was brood in there, I would want to move those frames over or possibly abandon this technique and move on to something different. But I really wanted to get that medium super on. The medium super has foundation. It's not drawn out. And springtime is the perfect time to get bees to start drawing things out. And once that flow starts, there will be a lot of resources for the bees to start drawing comb out with. There were a couple of frames that were pretty heavy with honey. So when I opened up the other super, if they were light down there, I would move those heavy frames over.
We're good.
With that out of the way, it was time to go down and inspect our brood chamber and make sure that there was some brood in there. Obviously, we hadn't really seen that we have a laying queen, but if there's brood in there, we know we have a laying queen and all is well.
Yeah, we want to make sure we have some brood in here.
Since the medium super would now become the top of the hive, I wanted to move the sugar blocks and pollen cakes and anything else over onto that so that they'd still have some, food, since there really wasn't anything in bloom right now. They were getting pollen from somewhere, though.
More than I thought it had. Time to see if they indeed had a laying queen. If so, we'll button this up with a medium. Outside comb.
The outside frame was kind of empty, but that's normal. What we were really looking for was the elusive and all-important
brood. Good brood. Happy. How much weight do they have on this guy? Not much. Not much. So, we have brood. Everybody's down in the first frame. Let's move some heavier frames in there.
The colony had really shrunk down over the winter, but they had brood and they had food, and those are the important ingredients.
3 pounds there. See if there's anything over here. And if not, okay, lightweight comb. Some honey. Let's try to stick the heaviest frame we got. Put this guy in there. All right, girls.
With all our objectives achieved, it was time to button the hive back up. It was nice. We now had 10 frames of basically drawn comb with a little bit of resources in them that we could give to our packaged bees when they came in so that they'd have a good start. This hive was a little light food-wise, but I think it's going to do very well. It's just a matter of the spring buildup, which they've already started on.
And this hive is light now. We're going to have to feed it.
It's springtime, so we will start them on a diet of 1-to-1 sugar water. And the other hives have quite a lot of honey on them, so I'm not too worried about that. And we are waiting for our new packages. See you next week.